Hey y'all, it's me Marty. Welcome to another fun-filled video. Notice how they became fun-filled? I never used to say that. I used to just say, welcome to another video, but now they're fun-filled. Yeah, things are always changing and evolving, and now they're fun-filled videos. Oh, good coffee. Oh yeah. And it's really good in a wood mug too. I hope they're fun-filled. I don't know. Maybe they're just filled with my ramblings. This video, I'm going to show you something cool I made. By the way, happy Friday. It's Friday morning. Yippee skippy, it's Friday. Oh gosh, that's a memory. Flashback to, oh, what was it? KDWB, 80s rock. Oh my goodness. That was a few moons ago. Anyway, hope you're all doing well this morning. Out in the shop a little bit. I actually got a few woodworking shop projects I'm going to do and make videos for this weekend. So stay tuned for those. I actually might have 3 or 4 videos in the next few days. And here's the thing with me. Like, I'm a truck driver, so I'm out on the road for a week and a half, 2 weeks at a time. And then I'm home for a few days or a week. And when I'm home, I spend time with my wife, do chores, projects, and do some woodworking. And I always try to get one woodworking video made while I'm home. Well, I have a few, so I'm going to do them all kind of in a row the next 3-4 days. I know I could spread them out, and I know a lot of people do that, but I don't like to do that because I like to have my videos in linear time, you know? Like, if I do a woodworking video today, and then if I do a whole, like 3 or 4 of them, and then I spread them out in the next week or 2 or month, but then I do videos on the road, hiking, or just some kind of weird ramble adventure or something, trucking, you know, while I'm working. But then I put the woodworking ones in between. They're out of sequence chronologically. I don't like to do that. It's just weird. I like to just do them. So just stay tuned. There'll probably be 3 or 4 videos pop up in the next few days, woodworking in my shop. So, but the first one today, I'll show you a little project I did, and it's kind of a neat story behind it. So here, I'll show you a quick peek of it first. Get the thumbnail in here. Okay, so I have a workshop, and I've been woodworking for over 30 years, and I've always had a little shop. I've been blessed to be able to do that. And this is a 10 by 24 shop that I built basically out of scrap a few years ago. And I'm always redoing things and cleaning, organizing, changing things up a little bit. And I had a corner of my shop that was just a pile, an old workbench with tons of projects that I made 25, 30 years ago that I never finished, and old tools and all kinds of stuff. Anyway, I did some cleaning and organizing yesterday, and I got rid of that workbench, and I threw away a lot of stuff. But I did find some cool projects I didn't finish, and this is one. So on one of the other videos in the next few days is going to be a shop tour 2025 update. I know I did one back in March, I think, but I got a new tool. I've made a couple of new carts. I've changed things up. I cleaned this one corner, so it's a little bit different. So I decided to do an update. So that'll be coming up in the next few days too. But you know me, I don't think anything is scrap. Even the smallest piece of wood could be used to make things, especially if you scroll saw. You know, you can make little prayer crosses, jewelry. You can make all kinds of things out of the smallest pieces of wood. And if you do scroll saw intarsia, everything is useful. All those little pieces you can make intarsia. But you get to the point you can't keep everything. So yesterday, while I was cleaning and organizing, I got about 6 bins of scrap wood that I'm going to burn. We're going to have a couple campfires this weekend. So, yeah, get to the point you got to get rid of some stuff. I had a whole bunch of old projects that I started, and they didn't turn out very good, and I never finished. And I never will, probably. If I haven't, it's been 20, 25, 30 years. I'm not going to finish them. And but there was a few good things in there that I did keep. And this is one of them. So what this is, it's a table and chair, or a desk and bench. And I think it's basically like a library bench thing, or like a school desk. About 20 years ago, I made this. And I'll show you more about it in a second, but I want to show you where I got the pattern. I like to do that when I can. So it's from this issue. It's right there. Scroll Saw Workshop, which is now Scroll Saw Woodworking and Crafts, but it used to be called Scroll Saw Workshop. This is issue number 16, fall 2004. Okay, and what this is, it's an American Girl type doll furniture plan. So let me find it here. Okay, so this is it right here. So it's a Little School on the Prairie, like Little House on the Prairie, you know, doll furniture. And it's basically, it says it's a library table and seat for American Girl type dolls, the 18-inch dolls. Yeah, I always wondered what it was. But yeah, it's basically a table and chair, but it's kind of like a chair and desk for like in a library from back in the 1800s. But it's like a school desk, like from Little House on the Prairie. That's what it's really like. And just kind of cool. So it is a Dennis Simmons pattern. And actually, he has a book. I like to give credit to people, and I don't always do that. I'm glad I found the magazine. I knew I had it. It's Making Doll Furniture in Wood. You probably still find the book out there. Again, this was 20 years ago. But that's what it's from Scroll Saw Workshop magazine, Scroll Saw Woodworking Crafts now. And so basically, I think I made it out of, and it's not perfect. And I'll tell you that right now for a couple of reasons. One, I'm not perfect. Woodworking isn't perfect. And again, I made this 20 years ago. And everything didn't align perfect and everything. And then it's been in a box all scuffed up for years. I think I made this for her, gave it to her, and then she broke it. And then I tried to fix it, and I never did finish it. I think that was the story, or maybe I never did give it to her. I think I did. Anyway, Danny, let me know if you're watching. Anyway, and it's basically made out of poplar and oak. So the top of the table and the back and the seat of the bench are poplar. And then the ends are oak. And I scroll sawed them, a neat design with hearts. Just turned out really nice. So yeah, I didn't cut them perfectly. They got a little scuffed up, but actually that gives it a good antique look anyway, you know, because they're kind of like antiques. And so yeah, basically they're poplar and oak, and I glued them together. And this morning I actually glued them better, and I pin nailed them, and then I just put a clear coat on them, and they're pretty much dry. But they just turned out kind of neat. And again, this is for American Girl dolls, or the 18-inch dolls. And kind of like a library desk or a school desk, just kind of neat. And so yeah, they've been sitting here in a pile and all this stuff, unfinished stuff. And so I refinished them, and I'm actually giving them to my daughter Danny's daughter, Hazel, our granddaughter. And her birthday's coming up next week, week after next. Yeah, so I'm going to give them to her, and I'm going to pick up a new doll for her to go with it too. So kind of fun. You know, I made it for my daughter, and now it's I refinished it, and it's going to go to her daughter, our granddaughter. So kind of fun. Pretty simple project, really. I mean, it's not too many pieces. I mean, the ends, that's 2 pieces, and then the back and the seat, there's 4 pieces. That's the whole thing for the bench. That's 4 pieces there, and the table or desk as a top and 2 ends, and then a support underneath. So that's 4 pieces too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm bad at math. 8 pieces for the whole project. And you know, they're individual, but you could. I looked up some other. There's a lot of other designs out there, stuff like this. I looked up another one where they put a base on it, so they're kind of attached. Because they might have been attached. There was some library and school desk designs out there that were attached. It was one piece. And looks like it's for me. Well, I don't know. It shows just one doll sitting at it, but it almost looks like it's big enough for like 2 kids to sit at. And a lot of the school desks were like that. But you could narrow it. That's the thing, y'all. Think outside the box. I'm always saying that. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing. You don't have to do things perfectly or exactly the same. You know, tweak the patterns. Make them your own. cut outside the lines and make them different and combine patterns and do different things and make it however you want. And just, yeah, I just like doing that. And that's what I like, bringing back older patterns and doing different things and making up my own patterns. It's just fun. Again, I have no way of sharing patterns with you over my YouTube channel. I know people do that. I don't do that. But you can look up that magazine and that book, and you can get it if you want. Look online. You can get free patterns. You can make up your own patterns. Like me, look at a picture and just make up a pattern, but think outside the box. And there's a lot of different options with this too. So you could actually cut it in half, make it a smaller chair and a smaller table. And you could put them together. You could use different woods. You could paint them. You could stain them. You could, there's like a scroll sun heart design on the ends, but you could change that. Make an apple, make a tree, make an elephant, whatever you want to do, tweak it. And there's a lot of different options. That's what's kind of cool. Take a pattern, take a plan, take a design, and make it your own and do different things with it. You can sell these. Boy, I don't think I'd sell them for less than $40-50 for the set, probably, if I was going to sell. I don't sell things anymore. It's just not worth it. It's just a headache in this world today and all the different things. But I like to make gifts, and but yeah, it's an option if you do craft sales or you sell stuff. But boy, if I could just stay home and do woodworking, I got a million ideas. But that's fun. It's fun to make gifts though, and give away. And I'm excited to give this to my granddaughter. And because it was her mom's too at one time, so it's kind of fun. So yeah, it's kind of a fun project, and it's just kind of fun because I clean and organize, and I found in there, why didn't I finish it? And I thought, it'd be a perfect gift for our granddaughter for her birthday coming up, so that'll be fun. So yeah, and I found a couple other things, and I actually already have my next project made while the sealer was drying on this. I got the other one made and a pattern made, and that's going to be my next video. So that'll be kind of cool too. So yeah, I have a few more videos I'm going to do the next few days. So I have another project. I'll tell you, it's a Christmas sleigh, and it's a really cool decoration and useful thing. I'm also going to do a couple of fall type projects and a couple more Christmas projects. I don't know if this will all be in the next weekend, but upcoming projects. And I got 2 more 3D word art, the block ones that I made, the Steve Good designs. I did a couple more of those. One I made up, and yeah, and do a shop tour update. And yeah, so more videos coming up. And yeah, but it's kind of neat when you start cleaning and organizing, you find things, and yeah, I don't know. I encourage you to look back at older magazines and books too, because you can bring out patterns and ideas and plans and fun things and redo them. I mean, this is something I made 20 years ago, and I pulled it out and I refinished it and given it as a gift. And I found the magazine, and that's the thing too. I've gotten Scroll Saw Workshop for years, and then before that, Woodworking and Crafts. I love that magazine even more. It's not published anymore, but both those magazines are good. I have other Scroll Saw magazines, books, and stuff. I got plans. I got thousands of plans. I've downloaded for free. I bought some. I've made up plans and stuff. But sometimes, like when I get a new magazine, like I got the new one, the Christmas winter issue, a couple days ago, and I was looking at it last night. A lot of cool ideas in there. I don't know if there's anything there's a cardinal thing I might do, and a bear and Tarja I might do. We'll see. But anyway, I'll get a new magazine, and I look through it, and I think, oh, these are really cool, but I don't know if there's anything I want to make. So then I'll put it on my shelf, but then maybe years later, pull it out again, and like, oh, I want to try this, maybe it's something I never did. That's constantly happened to me. That's why even when I'm working, trucking on the road, I'll take a pile of my older Scroll Saw magazines, bring them with, and I'll look through them, and I'll think, oh, I never made that. I want to try that, It's just fun. And as I'm getting older, I'm going to be 60 next year, y'all. I know, getting up there. But yeah, as I get older, I like more older things and nostalgic things, and I want to bring back some patterns and plans and ideas and things that people made years ago. Simple ones. I like simple ones too. That's going to be a gift for our granddaughter next week. So yeah, that'll be nice. Anyway, I decided to share with you. Hope you're all doing well. I'm going to get on with the day here and do some other things and just make the most of this day. And yeah. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Now you go out in your shop and make some sawdust. Start making some Christmas gifts. And yeah. Anyway, thanks again. We'll see you on the next video.